Well, we just hope to play good baseball again like we've been doing, and if we do that, then we should take care of business and take care of our jobs, and that's really what we're after at this point of the year. We've got 2 series left, and you want to finish strong and get into the playoffs, and we've done that with the conference tournament, but we still have the regional to take care of, and we have to win series to ensure that for sure.
You brought up the regionals. First NCAA regional rankings, the one that determined postseason play, came out today. They have you in 4th. Any feelings on that?
No, I mean, as long as you're in it. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are out of it. There's 26 teams, I think, going for it, 24, 26 teams, and to be in the top 6 is what you want ultimately, because those are the guys that go. And if you're in that 5-6 hole, you're a little bit concerned, but 4 is in, and we'll take that anytime.
Got a chance to talk to one of your assistants earlier, Coach Burns. He was talking about rankings, one of the things that you can't control, and baseball is all about focusing on the things that you can, and also thinking about how it compares to other sports. In basketball, you prepare for defenses and for offenses. For baseball, it's focusing on what your team can do. What are you doing in preparation for international?
You just keep the guys feeling good, and that's really what it's about this time of year. They got a lot of stresses going on with final exams and also the last week of school, and you just try and get them to get through this period, and when they do, then it's a sense of relief, and then it's all about baseball, and that's when it's a lot of fun for them. And that's the last weekend that we have with Newman, and also the playoffs going on forward from there. So this week is really hard, and it's kind of good sometimes to get away from home. So that's what I'm looking forward to, is getting down to Laredo and getting their minds away from school for just a little bit, a little piece of time where they don't have to tackle all the stresses that come with that.
So looking at the series specifically, Colin Sherrod had been out for a few series. Last weekend we saw him in relief for 2 innings. Can we plan to see him start this weekend?
Yeah, we're going to start him this weekend. It's probably be the 3rd game of the series. Give him until Saturday to get healed up and get going, but we also don't want to change Eric, what he's been doing, and Cam. Both those guys throwing the 1-2 have been outstanding, so we'll keep those guys where they are and put Colin in the 3rd game, and then figure out the next week from there. Who knows what else could happen.
Touched on a little bit, not to beat a dead horse. Eric obviously performing phenomenally. Had a historic almost outing last week with 47 pitches, 6 balls, faced the minimum. Great game for him. Has been a bullpen guy. Now with Colin coming back, can we plan to see Eric still in the starting rotation, or how are you going to manage that?
Yeah, I think I might get fired if we take him out of the starting rotation. No, but seriously, he's been one of the best guys in the country. I mean, he's all the way through if you look at his numbers. And when a guy economizes pitches like he did right there, it's so valuable come playoff time, because now what happens is that we can use him in a start on the first game of a regional or a conference tournament, and possibly bring him back later in the tournament. So not only does he throw that many pitches for strikes, but he also has a rubber arm, so that's another plus to it. And he's a guy that bounces back real quick and wants the ball, and that's how he got in this position. I mean, he was floating at the beginning of the year, and kind of our reliever, kind of our 4 starter, and then just willing to take any position he could, and wanted the ball whenever we were willing to give it to him. And these are the things that happen when you do that, and when you concentrate on just doing your job, as minimal as it may be, which for him was throwing strikes and getting outs. Then you get success, and then that success leads into, holy cow, he's our #1 starter. So I can't say enough about him and what he's been for us this year, and to fill in for our #1, and probably a guy that's going to be in contend for an all-region position again with Colin. It's just outstanding.
And finally, looking again at international, obviously focusing on what you're doing. You want to keep playing good baseball. And all teams in the conference, they do have their strengths. You look at St. Mary's, they brought the bats, and you have some teams that have some really strong arms on the bump. What is Texas A&M International bringing to the plate?
They're dangerous at home. That's the one thing that I know, and it's always tough to go down there. It's going to be hot. I mean, and at this time of year, if you look on that map, the back of USA Today and the hotels, they always have that weather map, and Laredo is inevitably the hottest place in the country at this time of year for about a month and a half, and we always seem to go there at this time. And it's going to be 104 degrees with clouds on Friday, so it's going to be it'll be a little test of playoff time. So that's the biggest thing, is that just adjusting to that and keeping guys fresh. Guys like Joe that have caught for us all year, and caught both ends of the doubleheader, and our middle infield, those guys that play so much. It's just really draining on them, and the pitchers too. They have to get used to it as well. But it's a good test for Kerry because when we go there, it's really humid, it's really hot, and hopefully we get to that spot. And if we do, it's probably going to be warm there too. So, it's another step in the preparation.
Absolutely. Well, thanks again for the time, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
All right, Sam. Thank you.